Hello everyone, my name is Matthew Leal, and today I'll be presenting my analysis on corporate social responsibility and Qantas Airways. Corporate social responsibility, or CSR, refers to the economic, legal, ethical, and philanthropic responsibilities that organizations have towards society. It's based on Carroll's CSR pyramid, which recognizes that businesses must go beyond generating profits. They must also operate within the law, behave ethically, and contribute to the wider community and environment. I chose Qantas Airways because it is one of Australia's most recognised and influential companies. Known globally as the Spirit of Australia, founded in 1920, Qantas has been viewed as a trusted national brand. However, in recent years, it has faced serious ethical and sustainability challenges that have tarnished its reputation and raised questions about its CSR commitments. CSR is particularly relevant for Qantas because, as an airline, it operates in a highly visible and environmentally sensitive industry. Its decisions impact not only customers and employees, but also broader social and environmental systems. This makes genuine CSR actions essential for maintaining legitimacy and public confidence. In this presentation, I'll discuss two key issues facing Qantas: unethical labour practices and greenwashing through misleading environmental claims, and provide practical recommendations to help Qantas rebuild stakeholder trust and become a more responsible and sustainable organisation. The first major issue is Qantas's unethical labour practices. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Qantas illegally outsourced more than 1,700 ground handling jobs to a third-party company, Swissport, without consulting staff or unions, which is required under Australian labour law. This decision was later ruled as a breach of the Fair Work Act, and in 2024, Qantas was ordered to pay a $90 million fine in penalties, the largest fine of its kind in Australian history. This controversy damaged employee morale, public trust, and Qantas's corporate image. From a CSR perspective, the company failed to meet its legal responsibilities by breaking workplace law and its ethical responsibilities by failing to treat employees with fairness and respect. In addition, this event highlighted how Qantas prioritized short-term cost savings over its long-term social obligations. Ethical CSR requires businesses to view employees as key stakeholders, not simply as expenses to be reduced. By ignoring this, Qantas demonstrated poor stakeholder management, a core component of the CSR theory. The second issue involves greenwashing and misleading environmental communication. Qantas has promoted its Fly Carbon Neutral and Net Zero Plan by 2050 initiatives, implying that customers can offset their flight emissions and that the airline is rapidly progressing towards sustainability. However, less than 1% of Qantas's total fuel comes from sustainable aviation fuel, and most offsets do not genuinely eliminate emissions. The Environmental Defender's Office lodged a complaint with the ACCC, claiming Qantas's marketing gives a false impression of environmental performance. This issue highlights a breach of CSR's ethical dimension, as honesty and transparency are central to responsible business conduct. In CSR terms, this represents a failure of corporate accountability, a company's duty to provide accurate, verifiable information to stakeholders. When businesses mislead consumers about sustainability, they not only damage trust, but also undermine wider environmental progress. Based on these findings, I've developed two key recommendations for Qantas. First, Qantas should implement a fair labour and inclusion policy that guarantees transparent job security measures, union consultation, and fair redundancy processes. This would address both the legal and ethical aspects of CSR, ensuring compliance with workplace laws and rebuilding employee trust. Second, Qantas should adopt independent sustainability verification through frameworks such as the Global Reporting Initiative. This tool would make its environmental data transparent, measurable, and credible, addressing accusations of greenwashing and aligning with CSR's ethical and philanthropic responsibilities. These recommendations are designed not only to repair reputational damage, but also to embed CSR into Qantas's strategic core. By doing so, Qantas can transition from a reactive to a proactive CSR model, one that focuses on shared value creation rather than damage control. In conclusion, by embracing these recommendations, Qantas can demonstrate genuine commitment to CSR, repair its damaged reputation, and rebuild stakeholder trust. Doing so will allow Qantas to once again live up to its slogan, the spirit of Australia, by leading with integrity, responsibility, and sustainability. Thank you for listening.